Download the BCSN Plus app today.
Well, rain playing a factor this weekend with the Toledo Mud Hens as we welcome in Brad Woznicki from the Hens. Of course, Matt Melzak, now the father of two. Congratulations to Matt and the growing family. Good to hear the Melzak family doing well. He's got two girls now, and the Hens, they only took 1 of 3 from the Redbirds.
Yeah, Memphis, coming into town, we haven't seen them since 2021, and coming into the series, they were just a couple of games back of the Mud Hens in the standings. And if you look at Memphis overall in the season, maybe a bit surprised that they haven't had more success because their team batting average sitting right around 270 coming in. It was the second best in the International League, only trailing the Iowa Cubs. And well, they've got a few prospects in there, and J.J. Weatherholt especially leading right off the top, the #1 prospect in the organization. Then you have Quinn Matthews, the #2 prospect in the organization, ends up pitching on Sunday. So that's some top prospects in that organization. No surprise that Memphis, still overall a very good ball club.
Absolutely. Of course, it all started on Friday. 7 runs in the first 2 innings as Sawyer Gibson-Long really struggled. But after those first 2 innings, Hens' bullpen did a fantastic job on Friday.
Yeah, we're going right back to that man in Troy Melton. And for Melton, it's about, figuring out what role he's going to be should he get a call up to the Detroit Tigers. And his last time out, he goes 4 innings, strikes out 8. Very impressive there and really helped as far as the bullpen situation for the Mud Hens. And when you don't have a starter be able to go as deep like that, you need those guys. And I think Melton has done nothing but prove himself since coming up from AA Erie. His strikeout to walk ratio has been very good. That ERA sitting right around 3. A guy that could have that call up come postseason time.
This week, we also got our first chance to see some new Hens here at home, including Trey Cruz, the son of Jose Cruz Jr., the grandson of Jose Cruz. Nicole Weaving did a fantastic story with them this week as a third-generation baseball player here in Toledo, and we're seeing some exciting things from Trey Cruz.
Yeah, Trey Cruz, trying to live up to the family name, right, where your grandpa played 19 seasons in the majors, your dad played 12 seasons. How do you follow that up? Well, give him a lot of credit for where he's at in the AAA level and see what he's going to do from here going forward. He's shown great defensive plays on both shortstop and center field, and right now he's right in the middle of that order for the Mud Hens. He's got speed, gets on base, can be a dangerous guy. I think Trey Cruz could be an exciting guy over these next couple months.
Now, we talked last week about how the Tigers have a need for some bullpen help, and there might be some auditioning some guys here in Toledo, and that includes a former big leaguer, Tanner Rainey, who just joined the club.
Yeah, Tanner Rainey pitching in the final game on Sunday as well, and he was very successful in that 1 inning of work, and Rainey is a veteran guy. He's got 8 seasons of Major League Baseball experience. I know he's 32 years old, but you take a veteran guy like that when you need it come postseason time, and just a guy that's been there before, right? He was a 2019 World Series champion with the Washington Nationals. I think Rainey, maybe even Alex Lang, when he's officially healthy, could be up there with the Tigers very soon.
So we'll keep an eye on this Major League Baseball trade deadline this week. Of course, that'll trickle down and affect the Hens in some ways. They'll be on the road, heading off to Indianapolis for 6 beginning on Tuesday night.
Yeah, and Indianapolis right now is the top team in the International League West Division standings. And we know the big picture, though, is who's on top of the entire International League when it comes to the second half at the end of the season. And so far, everyone chasing the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders off to a 17-3 start. They've won 11 in a row. But it's very important if the Hens want to stay in the running for an International League second half title and play those Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, well, they got to get things done in the next 50-plus games.
Absolutely. And while they're in second place in the West, as you made a point of saying, it doesn't matter where you are in the division to win the second half championship. It's the overall standings of the IL.
And as we saw in the first half, it could come down to that very last game in the standings, as it did for Jacksonville.
All right, thank you very much, Brad Woznicki from Toledo Mud Hens, as the Hens hit the road this week after winning 1 of 3 against Memphis.